What's up, YouTube fam? Morning. It is 8 a.m. on a Sunday morning. I decided to get up today and make you guys a little vlog style video of what I'm gonna do today. I decided to smoke a brisket today for the family, and show you guys, take you guys along as far as how I pick it, how I prepare it, how I smoke it. What I do to make a brisket. A disclaimer: in no way is this a how-to make a brisket. I'm not trying to convey to you guys that the methods and the things that I do is the correct way. Okay, this is just things that I've learned and bits and pieces that I've gotten from other videos, other how-to videos, and other YouTubers, and I've gotten a lot of information from YouTube as well. These are just the techniques that I use and what works for me. Again, I'm not trying to tell you guys that what I'm doing is right. I'm probably doing something wrong. You can go to YouTube and find a bunch of really good stuff on there, and they guys really make really good briskets. And they perform the hang test and the pull test and God knows what other test. But as far as I'm concerned, the only test that matters is the taste test. And as long as it tastes good, we're okay with that. So like I said, I'm gonna take you guys along and show you guys some stuff and how I do it and what works for me, and that's it. So I hope you guys enjoy this little vlog style video, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, I'm back from HEB with a brisket. I went ahead and went with a 17-pound prime cut brisket. I didn't include how I cleaned it or how I trimmed it. I mean, there's plenty of stuff, like I said before, plenty of info. I'm pretty sure most of you guys, if you've been watching this, already know how to do it. Again, this is just the way I do it. This is the way it comes out good for us, and that's it. So pretty much what I'm going to do from now is I'm going to season it. And pretty much all I season it with is just kosher salt and a coarse pepper. That's it. Before I put that on, I go ahead and use a little bit of Worcestershire sauce as a binder, and I kind of just liberally put it on, rub it in there, make sure I get a good coat. This enhances the flavor, in my opinion, and also serves as a good binder, making that salt and pepper really bind to the meat, and for a nice cook. When choosing your brisket, again, this is something I learned on YouTube, is what people like to do is called the bend test, and they get it when it's still in the cryo bag, and they bend it, and depending on how good it bends, I mean, that's supposed to be a good brisket. Is it true? Who knows? But that's what I do, and I haven't had a bad brisket, so I mean, could be an old wives' tale for all I know. But yeah, that's the way I chose this one, and I went ahead and went with prime, like I said, because it just looked a lot better than the other ones. So there, I got my binder on. I'm gonna rinse my hands real quick. And then I'm going to start to liberally apply my rub, which I said is just basic salt and pepper. Nothing to it. And I want to get the whole brisket, give it a good coat. And with the salt and pepper, it's really gonna give it, since it's a prime cut, a good piece of meat, it's already gonna come with really good flavor. I mean, like I said, a lot of guys use garlic and have their own rubs and stuff like that, and those are all good too. I mean, it just depends. I mean, it's a big piece of meat. It'll take a lot of seasoning. Whatever you guys want, or whatever you guys want to use. And after applying the rub, again, another thing that I learned is not to rub it in there just pat it onto the meat, and because if you rub it, it kind of the salt and the pepper so coarse that you actually end up ripping the meat up. So you know that's not a good idea. So let me get the other side. Nice good coat. It's giving it a good aroma already. Good old-fashioned salt and pepper. Add a little bit more. So there, we got a good even coat. I'll use some more here at the end, just to get that nice in the corner. We got a good coat. There. So we got our binder, we got our season, we got our rub on. Like I said, you know, don't rub it in there. I know it's a rub, but just pat it in. Pat it in and you'll be good to go. So from here, I'm gonna go ahead and set the fire, get the fire started, and show you guys how I do it, how I set the fire, how I set my pit going, and oh, also, wood chips. I've had these soaking for about an hour in just regular tap water. This is, I believe, hickory, and I'm gonna add that to my coals to give the smoke and the brisket a extra little smoky flavor. So yeah, we're gonna start the fire. Okay guys, we're back outside in my backyard here. I'm gonna start the fire here to get this brisket smoking. My method, again, my technique, I use a charcoal grill. Okay, I don't use a pellet grill, I don't use a smoker. That's what I use. You know, I cook a lot of steaks and things of that nature, so you know, I haven't gone around to get it. Again, this is what I do. You know, a lot of guys are gonna say, well, you know, you're not even using what you're supposed to use to smoke a brisket. Hey, it works for me. So what I do is I kind of put the coals off to the side, and I add a water pan, and that's gonna serve as kind of like a heat buffer. So it kind of regulates the heat a little bit, because this grill will get up to about 350 degrees. That's the lowest I'm probably gonna get it. So this is gonna be kind of like a hot and fast cook. You know, so like I said, this is what I do. This is a technique I use, and it's worked so far. And to be honest, I'm pretty sure a lot of people out there want to know how to do something like this. I didn't know, and actually I found this other YouTuber who cooks this way as well. So you know, here it is, and this is what I'm gonna do. So hopefully it comes out pretty good. Okay guys, I just threw on the brisket, the grill's smoking. The way I choose to throw the brisket on is fat side up, okay? Personal preference. I know some guys prefer fat side down, fat side up, depending on where the heat source comes from. I really don't know, you know, what the benefit is to that. That's just personal preference. I cook it fat side up. I cook it with the thickest part of the meat closest to my heat source. You know, logic tells me more meat, it's going to be able to withstand more heat. So that's what I do. So I got my wood chips in there. I got a good smoke going. I'm gonna close it up and we'll check it back in about, it's 10:40. We'll check it back in about an hour, hour and a half. Here we go. Okay, we're now right at about the 2-hour mark. I'm gonna check to see how the brisket's doing. I'm also gonna spritz it. I spritz it with cranberry juice. Some guys use apple cider vinegar, water, apple juice, you know, whatever you guys want to use. I use cranberry juice because of the color. I feel that it gives it a better taste and gives the brisket an overall better, darker, rich color. So temperature's holding at about 350. Again, we're using a grill. A grill's doing what it's supposed to do. So let's see what we got. Let's see what we're working with. Okay, good. It looks good. The bark is holding nice. Gonna give it a little spritz. Let's give it a probe. I'm gonna probe it right in the center, and I'm getting an internal temperature of about 136, 137, 140. I'm gonna wait till it gets to about 165. I'm gonna pull it and I'm gonna wrap it in butcher paper. So we still got a little bit to go. So it's stalling at about 140. I'm gonna wait till it gets about 165. I'd say about another hour or so. So we're moving right along, guys. Okay, YouTube fam, we're at approximately around the 3-hour mark. I just probed it. It's coming back at about 165. So it's time for me to pull it out and wrap it. I'm gonna wrap it in butcher paper, like I always do, and put it back in. So there we go. I like wrapping it in butcher paper better than foil. I just feel that butcher paper, I've wrapped it in both, but I just feel that butcher paper gives it a better bark than foil. Man, that's heavy. So the way I wrap it is, remember I cook it fat side up. So right now it's fat side up. So I'll keep count. Fat side down. I want to keep it fat side up when I put it back in again. So fat side up. Fat side down. And now I'm going to throw it one more time. Fat side up. That's going to be our wrapping butcher paper. I'm going to throw it back in until it reaches an internal temperature of about 205, and then that'll be ready for it for me to throw it in a cooler and be time for it to rest a little bit. So we'll check back in about another hour, hour and a half. Okay, we are now approximately 5 hours into the cook. I just probed the brisket. It has an internal temperature of 205, right where I want it. So now the next step is I'm gonna pull it out. I'm gonna wrap it in this towel, and I'm gonna let it rest for about an hour, hour and a half inside of my ice chest. That's gonna make it really, really, really juicy, really soft. You know, that's the key, in my opinion, to getting a really, really good brisket is really, really letting it rest. So, you know, here we go. Let's see what we get. You know what? I'm gonna use my gloves. It is the holidays, so get a little festive. Sorry for the background noise. That's my family in the trampoline. This thing is just dripping. Wow. This is just dripping. Again, like with everything, when I cook a brisket, fat side up, it's gonna remain fat side up. And same thing. Gonna wrap it. Another tip: when you wrap your brisket in a towel, you don't have to wrap it in a towel. Again, that's just something I do, a technique that I learned off somebody else on YouTube. When you wrap it in a towel, you want to make sure you have a towel that isn't freshly laundered or has too much laundry detergent aroma, because that will affect the taste of your brisket. I have towels that I specifically use for briskets, and I do not wash them with detergent. I just wash them in hot water. They're only used for briskets. So, like I said, if you just get a towel from the linen closet and use it for your brisket, it's probably going to taste like whatever detergent you use. Tip. So yeah, this is ready. It's wrapped. I'm gonna transfer it over to my Yeti, and we're gonna let it rest for about 2 hours. Okay, it's now 6:12 p.m. I just took it out of the cooler. I already unwrapped it, and this is the final product. Beautiful bark, extremely juicy. I gave it an indention earlier so I could know where to start slicing. The grains running. I'm watching the Cowboy game also. Sorry guys. So I have the grain running like this, so I'll begin my slices this way. Hey guys, real quick, I forgot to mention, always slice your brisket against the grain. That's going to give you a really good piece, a really good slice.
We invest in the community. More than gym shoes and bags.
Perfect.
Because what you leave in this world.
Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on me. Say you're a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how blushing. Oh, you miss my touching. You do. Show me something. Give me more than one thing. I need more than less than I do. Say you a good guy. Make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it. I wanna see it. See how rewind. When we rewind, it feels so nice.
Okay, what's good, YouTube fam? I didn't get a chance to film an outro yesterday. I was tired. I've done the brisket all day. Been watching the game, having a couple of beers. But I just finished editing it, and I'm about to upload it. And I hope you guys enjoy it. This is my first stab at making a YouTube video. This is my first stab at making a how-to video in a way. In a vlog. This is a many firsts here today. Editing, everything. And I hope you guys like it. Like I said, I'm pretty proud of what I did, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And there's a lot more to come and a lot better stuff. I just ordered a bunch of more tech, a bunch more gear, so it's gonna keep getting better. Thank you guys, and I hope you like it.